Welcome to the Health Sciences Search Filter tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn where to find search filters, how to apply them across 3 different databases, and how you should be evaluating them. This will be our sample research question to see how applying a search filter can improve your search. What are the impacts of climate change on pregnancy outcomes? By conducting a preliminary search in the Medline database, we retrieved around 380 results. While this may seem reasonable, it may not be enough if you are doing a comprehensive literature search for a thesis or an evidence synthesis project. Could there be papers that are missed from the search? With a broad topic such as climate change, it can be a daunting task to consider all the keywords and phrases associated with this concept. Let's look at how using a search filter can help our search. You can easily find search filters using the University of Alberta Library's webpage shown here. A wide array of filters are categorized by major topics along the left-hand navigation. We're looking for the search for climate change, which probably falls under determinants of health. After clicking on that link, determinants of health, you are taken to this new page that includes a number of search filters that matches this topic. And here we see climate change. From here, we need to consider a few things before applying a filter. Ask yourself, does the filter fit the topic that I am researching? Have I selected a filter for the appropriate database that you are searching in? And finally, did you make a note of the author for this filter so that you can appropriately cite them in your methods section or in other publications related to this project? Bearing all of these things that matches your query, let's begin using the search filter in the database. We're going to begin with Medline. Returning to the search filter website, we can see here is the page for determinants of health. We'll go ahead and click on the link for climate change. It takes us to a Google document that looks like this. Depending on the search filter, look at the very top. It will show you the databases across the board on where the search filter has been applied, because each search filter is customized for each database. In this case, we have 4 different databases where we can use the search filter. Since we're searching in Medline first, let's click on the Medline link, which will take us to the bookmark, and we'll go ahead and click on that again, which will take us down to that section. Note the information on this page. It provides the platform, database name, the date when it was last updated, validation status, the search filter itself, and if applicable, there will be additional information on notes, references, and at the very end, this is where you can find the citation information that you may copy and paste into your manuscript. We're going to go ahead and copy the search filter for the Medline database and return to Medline. This is what Medline looks like. We have already run the search for the pregnancy concept. We're going to go ahead and paste the search filter into the search box and hit search. Sometimes this may take a moment because if the search filter is complicated, the database is working hard to process our search. So we need to be patient. Okay, it looks like the search filter has finished running. We can scroll back to the very top of the page and we can see line 2 is our climate change search filter that has successfully run. We may click on a pregnancy concept and the climate change concept to combine them in order to run that search fully. At the bottom, you can see here are ways for us to combine the search, and we will click on the AND operator to combine lines 1 and 2. And here is our final result set. We have around 3,000 results, which is much higher than the last search. That was around 380. So that's how you can improve your search. And you can even look closely at that search filter. You can see all of the different terms that are feeding into it in addition to climate change, such as natural disaster, drought, El Nino, and so on and so forth. How about CINAHL? Let's explore that database next. Here we are in CINAHL, and I have already run the pregnancy search. In order to apply the search filter, we must first clear the search to reset everything, return back to our search filter page, and select the right database, which is CINAHL, and it will take us to that section with the appropriate search filter for that database. Again, we'll go ahead and copy the search string for the search filter, return to the CINAHL database, paste it into the search box, and search. And for good practice, remember to hit clear every time. And now we need to combine pregnancy and our climate change search filter. In order to do so, go to the search history page by clicking on search history. Here you will see our searches, S1 and S2. We'll go ahead and select them and combine them once again with the operator and, search with and. This is very similar to the Medline database. And after that, we have our final result set, which is 592. We can either click on view results or scroll all the way down to have a look at the results from that search. Let's move on to Scopus next. In Scopus, in order to apply the search filters, we must go into the advanced document search section and use the advanced search to build it. We're going to put, in this case, we're going to only search for pregnancy in the title field, so you need to specify the field. Manually type and copy and paste the search string that we retrieve from the search filters page. And we're going to remember to go to the Scopus section to copy and paste the climate change search for Scopus, which looks like this. Then we can go ahead and run that search. And here are our results, 4,000. And that is how you apply search filters across the different databases. A final note of consideration is to always be critical of any search filter you apply to your search. Just as we did when selecting our search filter, we want to make note of the date that was created, language changes rapidly, in particularly for any health-related field. So there might be things that are outdated or things that you want to add. The search filters can always be revised, and you can go ahead and do that. Consider the intended application of the filter and if there are any noted limitations. Finally, ensure the filter was created for a specific database and platform. Each platform has its own language of syntax, and this cannot be interchanged between platforms. That was a quick overview of how to use search filters. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. Good luck searching!